Here with James Green, 3 days before competition, give or take. How are you feeling? Preparation from making the team till right now?
Um, Feeling good. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while, a little longer than it seems. Competing, especially at World Championships, but and it's a smaller. Doesn't feel as big as a regular World Championships, but it's exciting. It's still fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I feel good.
Is there a different emotion around competing at the World Championships, given, a couple of years ago you thought you had wrestled in your final World Championships in wrestling match?
Yeah. Now, especially before camera started rolling, like I have two kids, and they're coming over, so it's a little bit more exciting in that manner. They get to see me wrestle and compete. In Omaha, it was great. They were there, and I'm actually like, that's just what I look forward to the most, is me walking out and them seeing me, take the mat and know that their dad is wrestling. I think that's going to be pretty fun.
What do your kids, your daughter, especially 5, what does she understand about what you do?
That so in Omaha, from Omaha, when I after my first match with Pantelio, that's all they do now. They just go ah, they just scream and they're like, "Daddy, you got to do that all the time. Make it 1, 2, 3." And I'm like, that's not how it always goes, but they just like that. I get my hand raised, so as long as I do that, they're happy.
How would you contrast how you feel health-wise, physically, wrestling-wise, from the previous time you were competing at 70?
So just like any other sport, we don't know. A lot of times, people are spectators, fans. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So I always just, like I always say, I have my good days and my bad days, and a lot of times it was just a lot of management trying to, one, juggle the mental side and the physical side. Like, okay, yes, I know I might feel a little achy, but we got to gear up. So just make it happen. Go put the workout in, get on the mat, do the extra work, and hope that I felt good leading up to it. And that's just not the case this time around. I don't have to really. There's no aches or pains, the little ones that would kind of make me question if I need to take a couple days off to get my body right, or if I needed to just keep pushing. And now I'm doing all the workouts. I'm not really skipping anything, and I don't feel sore or any pain really.
Yeah.
I used to a lot of times in my head I felt like I just wanted, like, is my legs or my back's going to hold up. So none of that anymore, and that's relieving. It's exciting. So yeah.
How limited would you say you were? I mean, obviously it wasn't something you were talking about at the time, but now looking back, how limited were you?
The best way to explain it is I can't do it right now, but if you go back and you kind of just take some of my matches from trials, my stance to pre-surgery, I was straight up almost. And then I'd always try to wrestle lefty a little bit, and then when I go to shoot, I try to switch. I'm a right leg lead.
Yeah.
Switch to my right leg, so that didn't work out too well. But yeah, just in that kind of sense, being able to move for the whole 6 minutes, stance, moving my feet in and out my stance, faking. So keeping a low stance, and then throughout the day it just kind of rises up. So in that kind of manner.
Yeah. Was there an element of, when you entered the trials, an element of like, I think I'm still at this level, I'm pretty sure, or were you going in like everyone's gonna see I'm like back and then some?
Yeah. When I went to trials, I knew I was. Even when I first got to Nebraska, that's when I first got back in September. I came back from Amman, Jordan. That was my last thing with USA Wrestling, and everybody got sick there, so I was still getting better. But I went and wrestled with Ridge, and we were just wrestling, just kind of went in, got a workout in and out. I got so tired, I was like, I threw up, I think, in the trash. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that shape back. But since that time and practicing, obviously I went down for trials, but that's a different thing within itself. Ever since then, though, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. I feel a lot better, feel way better.
So
and
dominating.
everybody's gonna see.
Yeah, well, everyone saw at the
Yeah.
trials, you dominated everyone. And so that was kind of your expectation going in. You
Yeah.
thought that was a possibility.
Yes.
Wow. So now, as we're a couple days before the World Championships, you were in this field years ago, but now it's a lot of turnover, not the same guys are there.
Yeah.
What do you know about the field, if anything?
I wrestled Iran.
Yeah.
And I think that might be it. But just like I mentioned in my interview before, there's a lot of new young guys, and they're just as good. So they might not know too much about me, or the last they've seen of my wrestling is what they know, and that's kind of exciting because it's obviously a little different. So I'm just looking to. You can't wrestle everybody, but whoever I have to wrestle, I'm gonna make them feel it.
Yeah. What's your understanding? This is actually educational for me. Like, we haven't been able to find out of like the seating. Is there any seating? Is it all random draw?
Yeah, I don't think there's any seating.
Okay.
And it should be random draw, but I guess it should be because there were people doing ranking series, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
not
don't
something
know.
you're thinking about. How has it been since you've been back at Nebraska, back with Coach Snyder, Coach Manning and company? What's that been like?
It's been great. Going into it, I was originally slated to just be RTC athlete, and then Kokish decided to go back home, and they let me be on staff, which was nice. So I still got to keep my coaching hat, and it's been a great job. They've done a great job of just letting me balance being a coach/athlete. These past couple weeks, longer than that, a month or so.
Yeah.
Been straight athlete, and even though it's recruiting time, and Mannings does a great job. Coach Snyder is my guy, my coach. They've helped me along, and Terrell's been a big part of the transition, just mindset going into it, being able to get outside of what I used to do as far as maybe shut down when I shouldn't shut it down and trying to go get another takedown. But it's been great. I like that they have it's like, I left for, I don't even know how long, 2 or so years, but the culture there amongst the team is just 180 from when I first was there. Everybody there, they're bought in. So it's cool to see that aspect. Cool to see how Nebraska has grown since when I was an athlete there to where it is now. And this year, after World Championships, go back and we're right into our season. So I'm excited for those guys. I'm sure they'll be paying attention, and I'm looking forward to that season.
How much do you train with guys like Antrell Taylor and Ridge Lovett?
Quite a bit. I'd say Antrell, Ridge. When I put some size on, Bubba Wilson. When I was a little smaller, Brock Hardy. So I wrestled quite a few guys in that middleweight range, but it's good. And then I'm looking forward to getting my hands back on our guy Lenny Pinto.
He's getting smaller now?
Yeah.
Is that good? That's going to put him
He's
more
great,
manageable?
man. He's great. I'm excited for him because he's doing the right things, and he's really maturing and growing as an athlete and a person. So cool to see.
I forget the verbatim of the tweet, but just about him just being like the strongest person of all time. He just does stuff. Give me maybe an anecdote, a story, like put his strength in perspective for us, maybe.
Man, it's hard to, because it's like you see it and you just can't, but there's nothing to really compare it to. I've seen him like flat on his back, just get up, and people just don't do it. And even if you're sparring with them, sometimes you just find yourself like, oh wow, how the heck do you do that? So he just it's all that pasta he eating and sauce, Italian gene.
That's funny. Well, man, it's been great catching up with you.
Yeah.
What maybe final thoughts? What's the final preparation like? Your weight has been often discussed. With 65 and 70, but how do you feel at 70? Is
70 is just like, I watch what I eat for a couple days and I'm right there. So Snyder always gets on me because he's like, what you weigh? But I don't typically I haven't checked my weight since I've been here. So it's like.
Really?
Yeah, no.
You do not know what you weigh right now?
No, I don't
No one
know.
knows?
No one knows. But I know.
What do you think?
I just do a pinch. I'm probably like 5 over. I didn't do anything today. I just saw it, so.
Yeah.
But typically, he's always like, you got to get on a scale. I'm like, I know. Just wake up, pinch the side, I'm like, we're good. But yeah, just weight management. We're gonna go out and try and explore today. I might have some dinner, and then tomorrow get a nice workout in, probably our last tough one, and then yeah, get ready to compete. It's gonna be fun. I mean, it's the World Championships. We treat it as such. And I'm just really looking forward to wrestling and showcasing what I got.
Yeah.
And to show that I still got it and I could do it at the highest level, because it's not about being dominant domestically. I'm trying to impose my will internationally too, and I have yet to do that, but I'm excited and I'm ready now, so it's gonna be fun.
Well, you got me excited, James.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to watch it.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time. Hope you have a good dinner. Check that weight sometime in the next 3 days.
I will.
Do you have anything else before we let you go, James?
No, just for not internationally or freestyle wise, but go Big Red and look out for us this season. We're looking to bring home a trophy.
I think it can be done. Thanks,
Yeah,
James.
thank you.
Appreciate it.